Hello everyone, I'm Frank from the NoCaps team. Today I'm going to demo you the application called NoCaps. NoCaps is habit intelligence. NoCaps mean habits plus social plus AI. NoCaps with habit intelligence is the ultimate habit sharing app that helps you level up your routine, achieve your goals, and share your journey with the world. All right, let's get started. The first thing that you notice when you log into the application and when you want to sign in, you'll see that you have two ways to log in. You can either sign up with your email, or you can log in directly with your Gmail account. And in the future, we are planning to add more ways to log in. All right, I'm logged in. Now, the first time that you log in into the application, you're likely not going to have any HabitStacks. And you can see the text here. It says add or create your first HabitStack to get started. Or just click next to skip and explore the app. All right, so we're going to create a new HabitStacks. Now, when it comes to create a new HabitStack, you can either add one by clicking the add button, and you can add one from the market, from your friends and family, from your own library, or you can create one directly with AI. If you prefer to create an HabitStack directly, you will click this button here. In here, you will have to upload an image. You have to decide the name of the HabitStack. You will have to decide whether you want this HabitStack to be publicly visible to everyone. And you can also hide it from your friend as well. One of the most important part of creating an HabitStack is to decide the sector. There are multiple sectors: finance, health, lifestyle, personal growth, productivity, and relationship. For now, we only have those sectors, but with the help of the community, we are planning to modify those sectors or add more. We are truly planning on building a strong community. Now, when you select a sector, you will modify your selection when it comes to different items, such as the focus. For example, when it comes to the finance sector, you can focus either on the money or the count. Right? Let me click on the money, apply the change, and this will also point out which value that can serve as a unit. In this case, the unit can be the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, or just a number. And finally, it will be the priority, right? So, and that is quite important. So when you decide on the priority, everything will be scored or based on all those different items that I showed you. You could choose to decrease the money spent on, for example. Now, if you choose to select a different sector, for example, relationship, the selection will be completely different. The focus will be the connection, for example, or satisfaction. I'm going to choose connection for now. And the unit can be the number, percents, minutes. Right? I'm going to choose days. And then the priority will be, for example, increase social connection. All right. So the the way that you can create an HabitStack is very diverse. Now, whenever you create an HabitStack itself is just an empty box with some properties. Let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna create or copy an HabitStack directly from the Habit marketplace, and I'm gonna add an HabitStack, and then I'm gonna click add HabitStack from the market. All right. So as soon as I copy, as soon as I log into the Habit marketplace, I can see that there are quite a few sectors, just like it is when you want to create a new HabitStack. So we have finance, health and fitness, and the others. And you will notice that each one of them, they are not attached just to one unit, right? So whenever you create an HabitStack, you will see the cost of it, right? So the cost can be set in minutes, it could be set in US dollar, it could be set in second, it could be set in calories, it could be set as a count. Now, for the sake of understanding an HabitStack a bit quickly, I'm just gonna copy this one here, cheap and delicious food, and this one we can see that the cost is in US dollar. Or to make it clear, we can just click on that button and see what's the deal with this HabitStack, right? So we can see that the name is cheap and delicious food. You can see that the sector is finance, the focus is money, the priorities decrease the money spent on, and the unit is USD. We can see that this one is not public, and show to your friend is equal to yes. And then we can see discussion here as well. All right, I'm gonna copy this HabitStack, and as soon as I copy this HabitStack, I'm gonna be able to see it in my HabitStack portfolio. So I can see it also in my library as well. So if I log into my library, I will be able to see it here as well. All right, let me go back to my main HabitStack portfolio. All right, so here we have an HabitStack. When you take a look at this HabitStack here, you will see that you have two habits. So just like the name says, an HabitStack is just a stack of habits. All right, so I'm gonna expand the HabitStack. So when I expand it, I can see that I have, just like it says on top here, two habits. The first one is American food. The second one is Italian food. And when I click on those here, it's giving me some information about this habit. So this information is not really concrete, right? It just tells me that the interest is grocery, the frequency, but the most important value here is groceries. All right. So just like the HabitStack, it doesn't have any concrete value. It just feels like a box that has a property. All right. Now, HabitStack is a box with properties that contains 0, 1, or any number of habits. And that will be the same as well for the habits. A habit as well is an empty box contained inside of a HabitStack that contains 0, 1 to any numbers of habit links. All right. Now, those here living inside of a habit, in this instance here, American food, they are called habit links. All right. Now, habit links contains all the items that are tied to a habit. Now, when it comes to your American food, just listing all the items directly in the American food, it might not be quite a good idea. And the reason is because American food is quite vast. And the reason that we have habit links is to make a clear distinctions of the different items within a habit. And that's why we group them together. And we can see here as well that just like the HabitStack, the habit link as well is just also an empty box. And this one contains barely any information beside the location and the description. But to something that is different than the others, the habit link contains all the items that pertain to the group. Hamburger, and this one as well, this habit link called ribs, contain all the items that pertain to the group ribs. Now, this is the way that NoCaps habits works. And this makes it quite easy to create different variations of habits in HabitStacks. All right, now we can see here that for American food, I spent $60, and for Italian food, I spent about $24. And then the entire HabitStack cost me about $85.88. Now, I want to take a closer look at the Habit American food and the Habit link hamburger. All right, so I could just get a quick overview of what it is in here. All right, but if I want more information, I'm just gonna go and click on this link here. All right. All right, so here I'm on the Habit links screen. All right, so the Habit link screen here, we can see on top that the habit here is American food, and that's why we have two habit links. The first one is hamburger, and the second one here is ribs. All right, now everything that you see here can be created manually, right? So so you can do it manually, or you can copy it from the markets. You can copy it from a friend, or you can create one with AI. So this is a system that makes sure that you can share your knowledge with the world, with your friend and family, or you can just keep it for yourself. Now, when it comes to this habit link here, we can see that it has a few items. All right, it has the pickle and jar. You have lettuce and tomatoes. All right, but we can see here that something is wrong. For example, for the lettuce, the unit price is 2. All right, but I'm seeing here that the cost, is still $0. All right, so I'm just gonna make a quick modification here. So I'm gonna edit this part. All right, okay, and I can see here that the what was missing was the quantity. All right, so I'm just gonna put 1 here, and you can see here the score is 0%, right? It means unknown, right? So you don't have to rely on AI, right? So everything can be done manually, right? So I can go here and change the score to whatever I want, and it's fun as well, right? So AI doesn't tell us, AI is not perfect, right? So so everything can be done manually as well. All right, I'm gonna save this one here. Okay, so it updated the price. It's $39, but it's still I mean, we haven't changed the score, right? So that's the reason it's still 0% here. Now, what I want to do here next, I'm gonna show you the feature of NoCaps AI scoring, right? Now, I can go on the internet. I can look up a different, you know, a different groceries that sells lettuce. I can make a comparison and see which one is the I can see which one is the, you know, is the good price or the good quality, or I can just use AI. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna click on this button. All right, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna let, so when you click on this button here to score with AI, so the number one thing that you'll see here is that you have the basically the choice to select the LLM that you want, right? So NoCap does not in any way save any of your data and use it for you know, for the, NoCap does not in any way use the data that you provide and, you know, and use it for enhancing a model. We save the data in database. This is your own data, and you can use the data anytime you want, and you can delete the data as well anytime that you want as well. All right, so here I'm you know, so there's a few ways to use the app. So you can select Anthropic, for example. You can select Claude 4.6, right? And then you can add some credit in there. All right, so when I click add credit, all right, and then you can add credit, or you can just you can select a plan, and then, you know, basically based on the plan, you'll have you know, a few credits. All right, so there are a few plan here. All right, so so currently the app is in beta. So for now, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna add myself some credits so that it's available. All right, because I know that some feature here already works already. So I'm just gonna go add me some credits. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is a live demo, right? So I'm here. All right, I'm just gonna add myself some credits, and when you're in beta, if you're a beta tester, most of the credits that be used in data will be added. So we'll add you some credit. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, now I have 5,000 credit. All right, so let's go back to what I mentioned earlier. All right, so we have this item here from the, so we are on the Habit American Food, and then we are on the Habit Links Hamburger. So we have this item here called lettuce. It doesn't have any score. So I want to score it here to know if I got a good deal. I can do my manual search, go to a few websites, and then I can decide myself, all right, that the score is, for example, I can say that the score is 50%, and save it. Right, and then automatically it's gonna update the scoring, and then we can see here that he will say that the score is poor, right, because we chose 50%. And then as well we can see that that the NoCap score will be equal to no. Right, so that's the only difference between an item that has been scored with NoCap AI and one who hasn't been scored by NoCap AI. All right, so I'm gonna use NoCap AI here, and I'm gonna update this one. I'm gonna update the score with AI. Right, I'm gonna choose Anthropic and close Sonnet 4.6. Right, and this is gonna cost me about 10 credits. All right, I'm just gonna click score with NoCap AI and wait. All right, so as we can see here, this item here has been scored with AI, and then we can see that here scored with AI. All right, so, and also we can see why it scored this much. Right, it says that, you know, making it a direct and ideal fit for the hamburger habit link. The item is a classic essential burger topping, available at Kroger in Georgia, and priced at approximately $2, which is a strong value for a key burger ingredient in a HabitStack focus on decreasing the money spent on. The only minor limitation is that it owes back at $2 is a slight premium over buying a whole head of iceberg lettuce, which will hit more lettuce. All right, so this one is scored at 82%. All right, now the scoring is not perfect. All right, and that's why we are in beta. When we are in beta, you know, based on your feedback, the feedback from the community, you will see that the AI will become much faster, and then will continue to improve. And that's some of the key area that we need your help, right? So it takes a lot of time and resources to you know, to implement those features. All right, so we have been able to score one item, right? And if I have to do each one at a time, it's gonna take a few minutes, right? And frankly, what we expect at NoCaps, we expect that user might have 100 items for just one habit link, right? And then we don't expect the user to click on one item at a time, right? That will be too much time consuming. All right, so what we did here earlier was scoring just one item, right? And that, and this item is called the Habit link item because it's part of the Habit links. Now we can also score the Habit links entirely, as scoring as well the habits entirely, as well as scoring the habit stack entirely as well. Now, what I mean by scoring a habit links or a habit or a habit stack, I just mean that it's gonna score every single items that are part of it. Right. So if I will go here and click the button to score this habit, it's gonna score every item that is part of it, of the hamburger and the and then the ribs habit link. Right. Now I'm just gonna score all the item of the hamburger habit link. I click here and I let it score it. So I'm gonna choose entropic again. All right, I can choose DeepSeek for now. Let me choose DeepSeek. All right, and we can see that DeepSeek is a bit cheaper, and I'm planning to so still planning on improving, entropic, right? And we are planning in the future that entropic will be a bit more will be slightly cheaper than it slightly less expensive than it is now. All right, so I'm gonna choose DeepSeek here and let's let it score it. So it's gonna score all item within that habit link hamburger. All right, so all the items within that habit link has been scored, right? And we can see that by clicking on the habit link hamburger. Okay, and we can see that all the items have been scored, and there is a reason for for the score that has been listed in there. And then we can see that all those items did not say NoCap AI scored is equal to yes. Now so we can see here that some items are showing quite a good score. Like this one is good, this one is excellent, this one here is excellent as well. All right, and this one is excellent, but this one here says that is poor. All right, so basically it's called this item here and found out that is poor. Now I can go as well on the internet. I can go to I can do a web search manually, go to all those websites and attempt to find out which one I can find out an item or that I can swap with. And that's gonna take me probably, it could take me, anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes to even an hour, right? Or I can just use AI, right, which I'm going to do here. So next, I'm going to be showing you what is called the concept of habit swiping. Habit swiping just means that we are going to be swiping an habit link item, habit link, or a habit with a recommendation from AI, right? I'm going to click on the swipe button here. All right, I'm going to leave it on DeepSeek and this model. And I'm going to see, and then we're going to see basically what it's going to give us. All right, so it says 5 minutes, right? Because that's what I usually calculate how long it might take, but it will take less than that. So let's wait and see how long it's going to take. All right, so we can see here that we were able to generate quite a few swipe. All right, so this item here, this is brioche came out as poor. All right, so this is the item that we want to replace. Now, AI gave us a few suggestions. All right, so we have this one here that is about, that he said is excellent, that we save about $6. This one we save $5. This one we save $3. All right, and I can just take a quick look at what I'm making a swap with. All right, and whenever you see those links, it means that he provided a link, a location, and that you can share as well. All right, so I'm gonna go with this one here because it says that this one is excellent. I'm gonna confirm the swipe. All right, as soon as I make the swipe, I cannot do any more swipes. All right, so I'm gonna go back, and the scores went, from it went all the way up to 86%. All right, and the new item that we added is this one here. So that is basically what is called the concept of an habit link item swipe. Basically the concept of habit swipe. And habit swipe can be done at multiple level. It can be done at the item level. It can be done at the link level. It can be done finally at the habit level. All right, so we can see now this item is 86%, which is pretty good. All right, now let's go back again and take a look at this item. All right, so we have pickle, we have ground beef, we have so the bread here, lettuce, onions, and mac and cheese. Now let's say that there is a new item that I want to add, like tomatoes, right? Because that's what we will need when you create an hamburger. Now I can do this manually. I can go here, add tomatoes, go online, find the the URL where this can be bought, the location, right? Or I can just use AI and to tell it, what I want, and then it's gonna do a web search and give me options that I can use to add for this Habit link, right? So I'm gonna click on this button here, and here I can add a Habit link item from the market, from friend, from my library, or with AI, right? So I'm going to be adding one with AI. Okay. And I'm going to let it with DeepSeek. And I'm going to select here. I'm going to say, I'm just going to write tomatoes, right? Because if I don't write anything, basically you're going to let AI do the thinking for you. And, it could bring back eggs or anything pretty much, right? So I'm just going to write tomatoes. You have a limit of 300 characters. So the more descriptive the description is, the better the results. All right, I'm gonna let it generate this one. All right, so this one says again 5 minutes, but that's what I expect the longest time will be, but it's gonna be less than that. And basically what is happening here is that it's gathering all the information about the habit stack, the habit link, and the habit link item. And it's basically creating a data definitions of what we want. And then we use our backend microservices we message that description even more, and then we give it to we give it to an AI model that will do a web search and give us back some recommendation. All right, here we have a few recommendations, and all are above 90%. All right, and also it tells us the location of it. So I can click on it, click on this button to see the location. All right, so I'm going to choose the cheapest one, I think, which is this one here, $1. All right, I'm going to click add. Okay, so I can keep on adding those here. I don't have to limit myself to one, but I will limit myself to one for now. All right, and the score went into 87%. And then we added the tomato here. All right, pretty cool. All right, so in this live demo here, I mentioned quite a few concepts: habit stack, habits, habit links, habit links item. I also mentioned NoCaps AI scoring. So basically habit scoring with AI. I also mentioned habit swapping, so you can swap habits. I also mentioned habits. I also mentioned generating habits with AI. All right. Now the next item that is quite important is the social media part. All right. So when you click next, all right, you have what is called a social media page here. And the one thing that is different to all the other social media is that every single post is basically tied to a habit. Right? So you cannot create a post without a habit. Right? So for example, this one here is a post that is tied to a habit stack. All right, we can see the habit type is habit stack. And this one here is a post that is tied to a habit link. All right, and the goal here is to make sure that people can help each other. All right. So for example, this one here, it says, looking for skincare product for my wife. Please give me your feedback. So as a user, I will just take a look at, I'll give him some feedback. But before that, I have to know what his habit is about. So I will click this button. All right, and I'll be able to, to take a look at the habit stack, and basically what he plans to buy for his wife. All right, and based on that, there are a few things I can do. All right, I can like this post, and I can send him a friend request. All right, so if I can send him a friend request. I can also do a comment and comment this post. All right. Now, one thing that is also quite important about NoCaps is that you can create your own small community. Right? Now, here, for example, you have friends and habits. Okay. Now, currently, this user doesn't have any friends. All right, so this user doesn't have any friends. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna add a new friend to this one here. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the post here. All right, when I click on the profile picture, it's gonna show me the profile picture of that particular user, and I can send him a friend request. Okay. Now, there's a friend request that is pending, and I just need that person to approve it. Right, so it's pending here. All right, so on a different device, I'm gonna go and approve that friend request. All right, so now I have a friend here. So when you are friends, you can basically copy any HabitStacks from your friends. And this is basically the core MVP of NoCaps. The fact that you can copy HabitStacks from friends, from family, and from the marketplace. But if you don't want any of your habits to show to your friends, right, you can always go to that habit and set it to hide from friend is equal to true. Right, so when you set it to true, then none of your friends will be able to see your HabitStacks. And by default, HabitStacks are always they are always not public, right? So someone is not your friend, they're not going to be able to see your HabitStacks. All right, but if you want your friends, if you want to hide your HabitStack from your friends, you can do that as well. All right, that's it for the live demo of NoCaps. I hope to have your feedback. Please join the join the Discord community. Join the Kickstarter beta program so that you can test this application in beta and give us some feedback. Thank you very much. And from the NoCaps team, I want to say thank you for all your help, for all your feedback, and I look forward to your help. I look forward to your involvement in making NoCaps a good application. Thank you.